Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSI YouTube channel for the Burton Albion Road to Glory. It is time for episode number 11 and the penultimate episode of this season. We have 11 games to go. They are going to be split into a 5 and a 6. We're going to have a big season finale this week. As always, thank you to everyone who's shown the love on the video so far. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. If you want to join me over on Twitch and Discord, the links are down below. Let's have a quick look at the table then, which is already on screen. We are top of the table by 4 points. Birmingham City do have a game in hand, however. Reading are 10 points behind us, so I mean, if things would have to go very, very well, but we could technically secure promotion today. I don't think that's going to happen. The playoffs are pretty much secured. Haven't worked out the math, but it's looking pretty likely. Let's have a quick look at the calendar before we dive into the first game. So we'll do the 5 today. It's Crawley, Peterborough, Blackpool, and then Barnsley and Bristol Rovers. So we will play 3, we will sim 2, and that will leave 6 for the last, where we will play 4 and sim 2. So it's going to be a big finish to the season. It's going to be a lot of pressure, a lot of drama, and hopefully we can get across the line sooner rather than later. But it is time for the first game. We're going away to bottom of the table, Crawley, and fingers crossed for 3 early points. Welcome to the first match of episode number 11, and it's one that we simply should not be losing. It is first against 24th, and it is a must, well, not a must-win game, but a game that if we do lose, we'll need to ask serious questions. We are unchanged. It is the usual starting 11 that has done us well this season, and it's the usual link-up between Armour and Bowden, as we're going to go inside to Cooper Love now. Cooper Love's going to drive into the box, no one there, and Conray wins the ball. Of course, Danilo Orsi is still injured. Man is 4 from 4 in real life, and on topic of real life, Mark Robinson, who was the Burton Albion manager, has been sacked after no wins in 11, so not quite the dream Nordic takeover that we hoped for as Burton Albion fans, but, and as I say that, oh, I thought we were going to go 1-0 down. Yes, real life is not going as well for the Brewers as it is on this save. Early wake-up call for the Brewers then, and Okray is going to come forward. Hepburn, Murphy, and into Swan, and that's 2 really quick-fire chances for the home side to get a grip hold of this game, because just a little bit nervy to start. Madison on the ball for Crawley again. They're coming forward again. All the possession really with the bottom of the table side, as you just can't really get a foothold in this game. It's similar to the Exeter City game, where seem to struggle against the sides towards the bottom, and that's not going to help when we just give the ball away as simply as that. There's a chance for Crawley to maybe get a lead, and they do. Kelly with the goal. We left to make us a space at the front post, and you can't say it's not been deserved. We have barely touched the ball in the opening 17 minutes. And an upset could be on the cards here. Let's hope this isn't a sign of things to come. We need to sharpen things up. It's a lovely through ball, but I was worried about him squaring the ball back across, and Crookam's too low and probably should do better, really, but it's 1-0 to Crawley. Crawley coming forward again. It's Swan with the ball. And Cooten gets across, but it is going to be a corner for the home side. What is going on here? A bit rusty to start this. Whitfield clears. Webster's going to try and win the ball. Does win the ball. Chance to counter-attack. It's 2 against 3. Charlie Webster, you are going to have to keep running, my boy. Now plays Cooper Love in. Cooper Love stays on side. How's your first touch? How's your second touch? Oh, it's a really good save. That should have been 1-0. A lovely counter-attacking flow from their corner. Brilliant for Webster as he drove forward, but Cooper Love just couldn't get the finish. Good interception from Keedle. Finds Webster, and Webster's got an acre of space here. Going to come back inside, go outside to Whitfield, and Whitfield's going to drive into the box now. Whitfield might go alone here. Whitfield's going to shoot low. Above the keeper. Thought he was going to go lower hard. Similar to their goal in terms of the finish. And Ben Whitfield has us back on level terms. Drops the gritty. Again, not really deserved. We have been better in the last 10 or so minutes. Good vision by Webster to initially play the ball out wide, and we thought about maybe coming back, but Cooper Love stayed on the edge. Powers it hard, high above the keeper again. The keeper should probably do better, but we are back on level terms. 1-0. Boy Malaf with a good interception finds Cooper Love. Cooper Love hasn't got anyone with him, though. We'll come back to Webster. Out to Whitfield. Whitfield now. Good touch into the box. Shoots. Across the keeper. Goal. It's those 2 men again. It's a Webster assist. It's a Ben Whitfield goal. And that man has been on fire this season. It's a wonderful dream start to the second half. The bench are off their feet. That is exactly what we needed. Calm the nerves. Sends the away fans into ruptures in that far corner. Brilliant vision from Webster. Initially from Cooper Love coming back inside. And that's low and hard across the keeper. 2-1 to the Brewers. Thank you very much. Already going forward now. Malarkey into the box. And Max Crocombe, it's a shot out of nowhere. I didn't really expect it to come across. I thought he was going to play one more, but Max Crocombe, he's off on international duty, I think, after this game. And with the big parry behind, it is going to be a corner to Crawley Town, who will take the short. Kelly, the goal scorer, on the ball. Anderson into the box. Goes back to Flint. Just need to keep our structure here. McKenna. Back to Anderson. Probably nowhere to go here, so just get your positions, lads. Jack Armour just standing up strongest. Keedle now on the ball. Big block by Ryan Sweeney. Can we win the seconds? We don't win the seconds. Can we muster the ball out? We do. Good defending from the Brewers. Crawley coming forward. Late chance here, potentially brewing. As Keedle says, absolutely not. Wins the ball. We just need to keep it now. Run down the clock. Pump the ball long. Referee, that should be the game. Thank you very much, is the game. We had to show big character in that one to get the 3 points at the bottom of the table. Crawley Town. We went 1-0 down early on, but a brace from Ben Whitfield gets the job done away from home. It's 3 points closer to our target and 3 points closer to promotion. Big start for the Brewers. So just the one force change ahead of the Peterborough game, which we will sim. They're currently sat in 12th place. It is going to be Crocombe out because he's on international duty for New Zealand. So Isted's going to come in for his first game in a while. Again, it's a great option to have off the bench. Other than that, we are going to go unchanged for this one. Keedle can't be far away from making the position change as well, so we will have to have a look at that very shortly. But let's hope that the simulated games go better than in episode 10. Something about simulated games, a Burton Albion draw and a Charlie Webster goal on this year's game. We went 1-0 down. Mothershill took the lead for Peterborough in the 40th minute before a 71st minute goal for Charlie Webster earned us a point at home. It looked like a game that they probably dominated. Webster with the 7.5. Not much to write home apart from that, though. But we'll take it. It's a point that could be vital come the end of the season. So we'll dive into the next game. But before we do that, we will just have a look at the table just to see if Birmingham have played that game in hand yet and see what is what. We'll have a look at the standings. There's a 2-point gap currently. Okay, so there's a 2-point gap and they haven't played that game in hand yet. If they win the game in hand, they will go top. We have a nice 12-point buffer to Reading now, so that's looking very nice indeed. But yeah, the fight with Birmingham City is going to go right down to the wire here, I think. Welcome to the Pirelli Stadium then for the first time in this episode. It is Blackpool who visit us today. Currently down in the lower half of the table. But we've got a job on our hands. We need to get back to winning ways with that game in hand for Birmingham. They've got a chance to go top. So we need to keep up the pressure if we're to get over the line as champions this year, and also keep up the pressure that we may well get promoted sooner rather than later. So Armour finds Bowden down the wing, just about keeps the ball in play, and he's going to skip all the way into the box as he has done so many times this season. Try to pull back to Cooper Love. Cooper Love doesn't quite get there. Thought for a second it was going to come across and be a tap-in for the lad. Those are coming forward, and it's fallen to Fletcher on the edge of the box, and he goes forward to Thompson. Go back to Fletcher. Will he? No, Fletcher's there, but Van Kooten was there first, and that's a big block. Goes out for a goal kick. In the end, offside in the end, but that's a massive block from Van Kooten. Kept aware after not really touching the ball in the early stages of this game. Whitfield now comes forward to Cooper Love, and Cooper Love will go back to Whitfield, and Whitfield's got acres of space here as he's made an absolutely sensational run. He's going to drive into the box. We saw this a couple of times in the last game. Can he get a goal? No, he does! What's the keeper doing? For all money, it looked like it was going straight down the keeper's throat as he tried to finesse it into the bottom left-hand corner. And the keeper's had an absolute shocker. I don't know what he's doing. We're going to have a look at it again. He drives into the box, tries to get it onto his left foot to bend it in. The keeper thinks he's going to the near post and just gambles that he's going to go low and hard. He doesn't. Makes a mistake. And it's trickled into the centre of the goal. We'll take it. It doesn't matter. It's 1-0 to the Brewers. And Whitfield's there again. Falls back to Finnegan. We cannot catch a break at the minute. Whitfield tries to get the ball again. Can't. Thompson lays it off to another man, but Keedle's there. Webster's now going to break. Tries to find Cooper Love. Cooper Love is onside because the number 3 for Blackpool dropped deep, and Cooper Love can drive into the box now. Can drive square across to Charlie Webster. Goal! Breakaway goal. We soaked up a load of possession, but we have countered in the blink of an eye, and Charlie Webster is not missing them. Normally the man that is providing the assist, this time the man that is putting the ball in the back of the net. To breakaway goal, and will absolutely take it. We've had to be a little bit defensive since we scored the goal, but just like that, it's 2-0 to the Brewers, and we are well on our way to 3 points. Blackpool will be wondering just how they are 2-0 down in this game, because possession-wise, they've had plenty of the ball, and they will have their first corner of the game just before the stroke of half-time. They're going to try and get the ball into the box with Morgan. And Van Kooten tries to clear, can't. Falls to Bowden. Bowden can't clear his lines. Armour does just about good enough, though. Woo. There's a couple of trailing legs there that I was a little bit worried about, and Armour's going to try and find Cooper Love, can't. And the attack breaks down. Chance to come forward with the ball again. Charlie Webster now just trying to shrug off his man. Does really well. Does superbly. Oh my God. Goal of the season, surely. It is. Charlie Webster, you are sensational, my friend. You really are a little gem within this crown jewel that we've got. That may well be goal of the season. He skipped past 3 or 4 men as he picked up the ball on the halfway line. Brilliant with his feet. The finish is even better. And it is 3-0 to the Brewers, and we are well on our way now. And Chalke in the middle. Chalke will look to switch the play to Whitfield. Whitfield does really well, actually. Rises rather nicely for a small man. And Cooper Love's actually through on goal. And Cooper Love shoots. Oh, he skimmed the top of the bar. It would have been another wonderful solo goal. Ben Whitfield with a never say die attitude to win that ball and find Cooper Love, who beat his man inside and out. Just pull it over the top of the bar. Going to be another corner for Blackpool. Of course, you can't help but think about the future signings that we may make. Obviously, we don't know what budget we'll get the next season, but you've got a feeling that we will have to strengthen in several areas if we are going to be competitive next season. Of course, there is a job to be done yet, though. We can't think too far ahead. Armour's done really well there. Finds Bowden, who's going to find Stutter. Stutter's just going to have a run now. Stutter's going to have a run into the box. Can he make it 4? Can't. Big save. Chalke can't miss it. That should just about do us for this game, I think, as Gilligan's going to find Bowden. And Chalke going to go out wide to Donovan. Surely not. For 4. No. The referee looks at the watch. And that will be full time. Sensational from the Brewers. Perfect, some would say. It is clinical yet again after the disappointing defeat at home to Peterborough last week. We bounced back with 3 points and look to keep up the pressure with Birmingham. So it's time to simulate another one. We are going to make a couple of changes here. Stutter is going to start. Webster is going to... Oh, no. Yeah, I would drop Webster because of his fitness, but we know how much this man loves scoring in these simulated games. So what we'll do, we'll play Donovan instead from the start. Also, he's not quite back from fitness yet. We'll make just those couple of changes, and surely it's not going to be another draw with a Charlie Webster goal. As you can see on screen, we were wrong. We went 1-0 down to Lincoln before Charlie Webster scored. He did go off at half-time, though, so I'm slightly concerned that maybe there's an injury for Charlie Webster waiting for us. I hope that isn't the case. We then went 2-1 down. Matsoma got a goal, and then Elliot Watt, surprisingly, in the 69th minute, salvaged a draw for us. In terms of the ratings, again, nothing really to write home about, unfortunately, apart from Charlie Webster, who went off at half-time. And with a 7.5 rating, that makes me think there might be an injury. Back at the Pirelli then, and after another draw and 2 more drop points in the sim, we've left ourselves with a job to do. The good news for today is Danilo also is back to the bench. He's not quite fully fit yet, so he will not be starting. This would be a dream start. Jack Armour. Can he find Whitfield? He can't, but yes. Danilo also being back in the squad is massive news for us as we head towards these final few games of the season, where we will need all the goals we can get. Guido into Webster. Finds Cooper Love. Cooper Love's going to be able to get himself into the box now. Can he pull the ball back to Charlie Webster? No, he can't. Goes for the tighter option of Ben Whitfield. Maybe the one wasn't on. Sweeney comes from deep to win the ball, and Whitfield now tries to beat his man. Does once, twice. Can he for a third time? Does. Somehow still got the ball. Ben Whitfield into the box. Squares it to Jack Cooper Love. Goal for the Brewers. Ben Whitfield again with the never say die attitude, and that man never gives up. Wins the ball, loses the ball, wins the ball, loses the ball, finds himself into the box, squares it back, is unselfish, squares the ball to Jack Cooper Love to give him the chance to bury the ball. He makes no mistake. It's 1-0 to the Brewers, and that is a perfect start to this first half. Donovan Malif coming forward for the Brewers as he threads in Ben Whitfield, and that man again, we know what he's going to do. He's going to run into the box and find Cooper Love, who's had a very good first touch. Good second touch. Goal! In the absence of Danilo Orsi, one man has stepped up more than any, and it is that man on screen. Jack Cooper-Love gets his second of the game to the delight of the home crowd. Again, we're bouncing back with a win, hopefully. It's time yet, of course. We'll have to drop points. And we open the door for Birmingham City again. We hopefully close it as we make it 2-0 at home to Barnsley. Second half underway then. Barnsley looking to immediately get one back on the score sheet as Humphreys comes forward now. Van Kooten doing well just to force him out wide. Allows Jack Armour to get back into position. Is going to try and close down Lofthouse, but can't. Humphreys into the box now. Van Kooten just standing your man up. Sensational from Van Kooten again. Like an absolute rock, and it allows Billy Bowden now to come forward, and Billy Bowden's going to try and keep running. Can't. McCarthy's there. Jack Cooper just didn't make the run. Lofthouse now coming forward. Looks to pump the ball just past himself. Has got the pace over Jack Armour. Jack Armour does well to get back in. Finds Khaleesi, finds Waters. Is he offside? Is offside. Right start to the second half for the visitors as they will look to make their first change with Connell coming onto the pitch. Barnsley with a chance to come forward. Humphreys on the ball this time. Ryan Sweeney, the man, trying to stop the ball coming in the box. Can't. Jack Armour will pick up that ball. We'll pump it forward to Ben Whitfield. And again, we've got a slim chance just of a counter-attack here as Whitfield can't keep the ball, and I think his day is done. In fact, that's Bowden. We are going to make a couple of changes because we are struggling a little bit. And let's get Chalke on. Let's get the two wingers off. Let's get Whitfield off for Kerr. Sorry, that's the wrong way around, but we will change both of them and swap Donovan and Kalinowskis. We will also get Van Kooten off as his day is done and get Schreier onto the pitch. Just the 1 minute added on in this one, then that is going to be another 3 points for the Brewers as we bounce back from that draw against Lincoln City. The referee blows the whistle. It's another unbeaten episode. It's not perfect. We still drop 4 points along the way, and it keeps things very, very tight with Birmingham. And if they've still got that game in hand, and if they got a result today, they will have the chance to go top very shortly. But we've done our job again when we're in control of this one. It's Burton Albion 2, Barnsley 0. So that'll do us for episode number 11. As you can see on screen, it is very tight. We are tied for first place with Birmingham City. Their goal difference is superior, though. They also have a game in hand. This is going to go down to the wire, and the finish, I guess we all really wanted. The good news is we have a 17-point gap now to Reading, so 1 win or a point really in our next game, and we will be promoted to the Championship. So promotion looks on the cards. Will the title be coming our way as well? The next episode will be the season finale. We will do a bumper 6 episode 1 with a minimum of 2 sims. We'll look to play hopefully 4. It's Shrewsbury, Leyton Orient, Stevenage, Reading, who are in 3rd, and Rotherham to finish the season. It's going to be a good one. I'm hoping we can get the title, and let me know down in the comments if you want to see me scout any early players for the Championship. Obviously, we don't know the budget yet, but we could get our eye out. As always, if you have enjoyed it, please do subscribe. I'm really enjoying bringing this series, and I'll see you very soon for the season finale.